The title is clickbait. I'm sorry. I did get procedures done in Korea, but it's not like I got a new nose or anything. I'm sorry. Hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be talking about my experience at a Korean skincare clinic. Do you notice me being snatched? Is my skin super glowy and nice? Yeah, I don't know either. It's been a week and they tell you to give it like a week for any swelling to go down, for any redness and puffiness to go away. And to be honest, I don't know if I see a difference from my before and after. I should have taken before and after pictures now that I think about it. But let's start from the beginning. Let's start at the start. I went to Xenia Clinic in Gangnam and it was a really nice experience. I always had acne. I had really bad skin my entire life. I struggled with acne and acne scars and the redness the acne left behind so much over the years. And I was like, okay, I'm going to Korea and I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to fix it, because it is something you have to fix, obviously. If you didn't know, that was sarcasm. I did a little bit of research into a few skin clinics and I just decided to go with Xenia because they seemed nice and price friendly. Also, they do tax returns. I think all those clinics do that. But anyway, I went to their website and then you could kind of shop the procedures. You could kind of shop the procedures that you wanted beforehand. And I was so confused because I didn't know what procedures were. I didn't really know if there were things that I needed or things that I wanted or if they were targeting the things and insecurities and issues that I had. And so I messaged them on WhatsApp. I found their number on their Instagram. I messaged them and I was like, hey, I'm a little bit confused. Like, do I need to book an appointment? Do I just do the things online? Like, how does it work? Because I need consultation. And they were super friendly, super quick in their reply, and they're foreigner friendly. And so they replied in English. They were like, hey, how's it going? You can book an appointment through WhatsApp if you like, give us your name, age, passport number, and then all of the procedures, blah, blah, blah. You will have a consultation when you get there. And I'm like, okay, that's awesome. So I did that. I also booked an appointment for Zara. And then the day came when, actually, I think it was the day before we went there. They actually reached out and they were like, hey, your appointment is coming up. This is how you get to our new building. And they were much nicer to talk to than a guy, to be honest. They were checking up on me. They were in constant, clear communication. And I don't think any guy could ever do that. They reached out and they were like, this is the address, this is how you navigate there, blah, blah, blah. We still went into the wrong entrance. So if you're in front of the Xenia Clinic building, you need to exit to the right. We went in to the left, which it doesn't go anywhere. It's just a staircase that leads into a bunch of nothing. So you go into the clinic and it's super nice, it's super clean, it's super sterile, it's very calm, and it's like an ocean theme. So it's all very soothing. And then you go to the check-in counter. They proceed, the staff was so friendly. They proceeded to ask for your name and everything. And then they are spread over the 5th and the 6th floor. And then some procedures were done on the 5th floor and then some were done on the 6th floor. And Zara's were done on the 5th and mine were done on the 6th. So you check in, you wait in the 5th floor area, and then you are brought to your consultation. A girl walked up to us and she was like, hey, do you want to do your consultation together or do you want it separate? Zara and I, we just decided to do the consultation together because we didn't really care. So we were led over to the small, kind of like a cubicle, I guess. We were sat in front of a desk and then we started with me simply because the lady chose. And then we were discussing what I wanted. She was like, hey, what do you want? And I pulled up the screenshot I had of all the procedures that I wanted. And I was like, I wanted to target the redness in my face. I want to take care of scarring, and I want to get rid of my double chin. And she was like, okay. And then she checked the procedures and she was like, actually, the things that you chose maybe are not what you want. I would recommend, I think I got the picofraxil laser or something. I'm not quite sure, but she curated a list. And then she was like, yeah, this is the total. And then she turned the screen and it was over 700,000 won. And I was like, that's a little bit too much. I was like, my budget was 200 to 300,000 won. In hindsight, of course I wouldn't have spent 600,000 won on those procedures, but I'm a little mad that I didn't get one or two more, because then she was like, okay, we need to focus. What would you rather take care of? Would you rather take care of the redness or the scarring? And the redness is something that is way more prominent than my scars. I do have an uneven complexion, but the redness is so hard to cover up. And so I said that I want to take care of the redness in my face. And so we decided to do 2 lasers for the redness treatment, and then we did InMode for my chin, and we also did a lifting thing for the lower half of my face instead of the whole thing, because if you do parts of your face, it's cheaper, obviously. And so all of that came down to I think 230,000 won, and that is fine. I was like, let's do it. And so after checking in, Zara was taken away. and I was escorted to the 6th floor. And so we took the elevator up, and then it was time for me to to take off my shoes and to put my bag away, to store my jacket, to take off my jewelry, and then I was led over to an area where I could wash my face. So I did that, and then it was time for me to wait in the waiting room until like the procedure rooms were clear. I was offered water and coffee. I didn't want any because I didn't know how long I would be there, and I didn't want to go to the bathroom in between like sessions. So I declined, but it was, staff was very friendly and very nice. And then it was time for the lasers for my redness. I went into a procedure room. I followed this girlie. I went into a procedure room because you were escorted to each procedure room. It was weird because I could like look into other procedure rooms, or I saw like other people waiting, and so I kind of like just stared at the floor, and I didn't look around because I didn't want to look at anybody getting anything done, and I didn't want anyone to like feel like I was watching them or feel intruded in their privacy or whatever. And so I stared at the floor, I followed the girlie, and then we went to one procedure room where I got the first laser done. And that was it, the first laser or the second laser? I think the first laser was fine. I barely felt anything. I don't remember. One laser anyway fucking hurt. That hurt like hell. It was so bad. Do you know the feeling when you're like in front of an oven or something and you go like super close, like to a bonfire, and then you go like super close and you feel like your skin is kind of shriveling up because it's so hot and it feels like the fire is touching your skin? That's what it felt like. It just fucking hurt. That first laser was so fucking hot. That hurt like a bitch. It hurt so bad. It was so painful. I tried to remain calm, but like when she went to my the forehead, that hurt. I didn't think that the forehead was going to be the most painful part of my face, but the forehead really hurt. And I thought I was burning. And honest to God, I thought I smelled burning flesh or something. Like there was a certain smell. And I swore she took an open flame to my skin. But the laser penetrated so deep into the tissue, I don't know what it did, but it burned really bad. And then the other laser, I didn't really feel anything. But those were to like take care of the redness. My main areas, I shouldn't have worn makeup for this video, to be honest. My main issues were kind of like my cheeks here and there, and then also redness around my nose. And I think she didn't really take care of the redness around my nose very much, but I can already tell that the redness on my forehead is like more or less like gone. After the lasers were done and I wore the nice safety goggles, also I looked so weird with my taped up eyebrows. That's the sign to never bleach my eyebrows, to be honest. After the laser, I was brought into another room where a doctor saw me for InMode. And let me be honest with you. Let me be so honest with you. If you consider InMode, you better practice at home. Like, you better practice your pain tolerance at home, because that hurt. It hurt so bad. I didn't think it would hurt that bad. I looked into InMode when I was on TikTok, and because I'm super insecure about my double chin, and it's still there. I don't know if it's better or not. We'll discuss that in a little bit, but I was super insecure about my double chin, and I thought that InMode would fix it to a certain degree. And people on TikTok were like, oh yeah, it hurts like a little bit, but it's fine. It's not that bad, whatever. It was so bad. It was worse than the fire to my skin laser. Oh my God, that hurt. I sat down and the doctor came in and he tilted up my chin, and then he got out this device, and I couldn't film because I was in so much pain, because the InMode thing is like a device that is suctioned to your skin. He divided it into 3 areas, which is like the middle area here, the right side of the face, and the left side of the face. And we did the middle and the right side first. And he always puts the device on your skin and he leaves it there for like a couple of seconds, right? Then he takes it off and then he puts it on the other side. He intermittently works on different areas of your chin. That hurt so bad. It hurt like someone pinched your skin with like something metal. Like my skin is being pinched. It's a suctioning device. So the InMode is suction to your skin. It sucks in the skin, and then I think like a laser or like heat or something is shooting into the fat cells to like just fat cells, as if that's like a myth, as if fat cells don't exist. But like something, I think it's heat radiation. They kind of like attack the fat cells so that they explode. I don't know, don't ask me. It was so hurtful. I don't know if that was what hurt, or if the constant suctioning of my skin into this device was what hurt. It hurt like someone was pulling at my skin and then pinched it, and in the end I was like, I can't do it anymore. I I have a low pain tolerance, but usually I'm pretty good at hiding it and like just like dealing with it. I'm like, it's over soon, it's gonna be fine, whatever. But it was so bad that the doctor had to be like, only 10 more seconds, you can do this, it's going to be okay. And if the doctor talks to you like that, I think you're being a baby. Or it's actually really painful. And I think it's actually really painful. And then he was like, okay, done. And I'm like, nice. And then it was like, let's move on to the left side. And it was like, actually, I think I'm good. Like, it's fine if that works wonders and I'm snatched on the right side. I'm fine with my face being uneven. I don't want to do this anymore, but I had to do it. And so he started working the middle and the left side of my face, and it hurt so bad. And he was like, 10 more seconds. And each time I was about to tap out, he was like, 10 more seconds. So I think gradually, because the skin is so tender already, it starts like, obviously, like being worse throughout. I don't think that the InMode device gets more intense throughout the end. It's just that your skin is already so sensitive that it just hurts so much the more often you go over it. So he was done and my chin was on fire. It was on fire. I was in so much pain. And then this other girlie came in and she was like, are you ready for the like lifting, whatever? I'm like, do whatever you want to me. I'm mentally checked out. And so I was like, does it hurt? And she was like, a little bit. But compared to the InMode, it didn't hurt at all. Compared to the other lasers, it didn't hurt at all. I'm not even sure. I was like, is this a laser? Because I want to be informative, right? I don't even know which treatments I got, but I do want to be informative. So I was like, is this a laser? And she was like, no, it's a lifting device. And I'm like, okay, great. It was direct in contact with my skin. And then it was like, she kind of like moved it around the area to like help like lift the skin. I don't know, don't ask me. And once that was done, another employee came in and put like lotion and stuff on my face to like cool it down and like I think help with swelling and stuff. And she put like ice wraps on my face everywhere except for my chin after the InMode. My chin was so hot, it was on fire. My skin was it wasn't red, it was purple, brother. It hurt so bad. And I tried, because I didn't want to like unwrap anything, I tried to like dab at the coolness and then dab at my chin. I felt ridiculous. It was so bad. I needed something to cool my chin so bad, but she didn't give me anything. And so I was like, okay, whatever. When it was over, it was ready to like collect my stuff and like pick everything up. I was escorted to the elevator. I rode down to the 5th floor. They handed me a mask. And they also said that if I fill out a survey, I get a free sheet mask. And so I did that. And then I put the mask over my chin because of like the bruising and everything. And then I waited for Zara to come out. Zara only got like an aqua peel and then something like for moisturizing, whatever. But she was glowing by the time she came out. And she said it wasn't painful, so I wish I did that. Speaking about the results now. After the procedure, Zara said that she sees a difference in my skin. I wasn't really sure. And I'm not entirely sure if I see a difference now. So the bruising was kind of bad, I feel like, in the first like 1 to like maybe 3 days. But it kind of went away pretty fast. I thought it would turn worse and would stay longer, but it didn't.
Aber es ist nicht schlimm, weil man sieht nämlich nicht so, aber wenn du nämlich so mir gegenüber sitzt.
Right after the procedure, Zara said that she could see a difference in my skin. Like, I was not wearing makeup at all, obviously. And she said that the redness in my face was more gone. It was still there a little bit, but it was less prominent than before. And also she said that she could see a difference like in my jaw. I'm not just sure about that though, to be honest. Like first of all, when the doctor did my InMode, he targeted the chin and the sides, like obviously the jawline. It does look like my jaw is snatched, but I feel like that's the light and the angle of the camera. My double chin is right here. Like it's under my jaw, and I feel like where the doctor put the InMode was here. So he missed that. You know what I mean? This part, not here. And he didn't put it here, he put it there. And so I feel like the actual like double chin that I have, he missed. And I also don't know if my jaw is any sharper. I recorded my everything I got in Korea, and my double chin is still pretty much there. I don't know if my jaw is any sharper, like also from the side, but I'm not sure if InMode did anything. I know that for procedures to actually like work, you need to do it multiple times. But I feel like people said that, you know, with InMode and like lasers, you do see a difference right away, even though your problems and your issues are not completely gone. do something? I can't tell. So I don't know. I don't even know if I would do it again. As I said, with the redness, I feel like it has helped, but I definitely need to like follow up with like microneedling or something, or just in general, my journey definitely continues because it's not gone. And I also feel like they didn't do the sides of my nose really well because that is still very much red. Can you see that? I'm really airing out my insecurities here, and this is on the internet forever. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a little mad that I didn't get the complexion thing done, like my scarring, but she said that the scarring is also not that bad, so I was like, okay, I don't really need it. But yeah, I was bruised for a little bit. I was able to wear makeup and sunscreen more or less like right away. I didn't for the day. I kind of went makeupless except for eye makeup, and then it was fine to like, you know, wear makeup and remove makeup safely the day after. There was no irritation. I felt like there was no swelling. The only thing is that there was sensitivity, obviously, like at my chin. Like the only thing that actually like did where it did have like lingering effects, I guess, was the InMode, because my chin area was like super bruised and it was so tender. Like I couldn't really touch any part of my chin or the sides of my jaw without like flinching because it hurt. Because obviously it's a bruise, right? It's a bruise. It hurt. When you touch it, a bruise hurts. So the visual bruise faded quicker and faster than the tenderness of the skin. So yeah, if you think about InMode, bring something to squeeze because that hurt a lot. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of happy I did it for the experience. And also, like, if I don't see a difference, maybe other people see a difference, or it does make a difference, but it's not that noticeable to me. And so I'm kind of glad that I did it. Also because it was a really nice experience at the clinic. The clinic was really nice and the people, like the staff, was super friendly. Would I do it again? I'm not sure. Probably. But also, this is something that I need to take care of now here at home. So I don't have like a glow up in Korea like all the other people do on TikTok. But that's fine. I kind of expected that. All of that is to say, I'm not like promoting surgery. I didn't get surgery. I'm not promoting like cosmetic procedures or anything. It stems from the patriarchy, right? And people just make money off of insecurities. But I've lived with my insecurities for my entire life, and also my double chin has been and will be something that will always bother me and that will always make me insecure and make me feel bad about myself. And I feel like if I have the power and the means to change something that makes me feel bad about myself, no matter where that stems from, no matter where the feeling stems from, aka the patriarchy making me believe that a double chin is unattractive, I can and I have the right to do it and change it and take care of it. That doesn't mean I'm shaming anyone who did or did not get anything done, who like did or did not get plastic surgery or had any cosmetic procedures or any treatments or whatever. You do what you want. I do what I want. We're all just people who try to live in harmony. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.